Hey, so today we are a little bit over an hour out sort of northwest of Perth. We found this very dry old riverbed. You can see it down here. I'll take you down for a look at it. Margs has been hounding me for weeks, well, a couple of weeks, to get the detectors back out. So this is what we've found today. And she's somewhere, she's been gone half an hour, she's somewhere right down the other end of that little creek system. And I'm doing a little number on the car, which I'll show you in a minute. I'm just adjusting the handbrake, but we'll go and see if we can find Margs and see what she's got to say, see if she's found any nuggets. Got me a little helper there, he just never leaves me sight, so he might let him off. Yeah, I can see her down there. She's about 200 metres down, right down there. With a bit of luck when I get there, she'll be on her hands and knees with a decent sized nugget in her hand. But you never know, you've got to be in it to win it. And you know, we've been looking at a few things while we've been away. Not only the touristy thing, but gold detecting. We've been doing all right too, so you know, we'll see what Margs has found. There's still a little bit water. The only water that runs through here now is just natural rainfall, but you can see it there. That's all it is from the hills up there. You'll see it all from the drone in just a few minutes. The natural landscape out here and the bushland, the forest, you know, the natural rocks that you can see there. You know, they've all been pushed up out of the ground from the pressure in the earth. But Kurt loves it out here, that's for sure. How you going there, love?
Oh, well, we're having a go.
Having a go? What at?
Sorry?
Any funny noises or?
A lot of funny noises, but it's nice out here anyway. I don't care if I find anything or not.
The serenity's good.
Absolutely beautiful.
I brought your boy to say hello.
I can see that, he loves the water.
He's a bit thirsty. Ain't you, turtle?
Oh, big nugget there.
Yeah. So there it is. You can see we're in the middle of nowhere, and there's obviously been people out here to make these, you know, brick walls. All that brick, the small brickwork there's all man-made. But sometimes they run like scout groups or youth groups or church groups or whatever out here, just because, you know, the oxygen is so pure and beautiful. They come out here and enjoy the serenity, have a barbecue and do things like that, you know, build them brick walls. It's really good exercise and it can be a lot of fun. That's why we do it. Psst. What is it, Gertie? What was that? Have a listen to the sharpness of the whip. You'll have to dig it up and have a look. You'll have to get on your hands and knees, love, and dig it up. The thing about these river systems is not only is there gold in there, but it's also where all the rubbish goes. You know, Mother Nature blows a bit around, people throw a bit around, whatever. The tops off aluminium cans and bits of wire off fencing, whatever, any sort of rubbish, and aluminium sounds a lot like gold in the ground, in the river system. So you got to take the good with the bad. You'll dig out 100 pieces of aluminium or wire before you'll find gold. It takes a long time to find gold and a lot of patience. But yeah, a lot of the stuff you hear in the river is rubbish. Alrighty, so we're doing the detecting over here right at the back of Perth, but there's a couple of VIPs that we need to say g'day to. back home and people that we've met and people that we know. So, Margs, you go first. Who do you want to say a big hello to?
Just to all of my friends.
Oh, that's quick and easy.
That's it. That covers everyone. Loving yous and missing yous, but having a great time at the same time.
Wow. That's certainly the easy way to get out of it. I reckon Kurt needs to say hello to someone. What do you reckon, Kurtie? Kurt's got a little girlfriend back in Buffalo Avenue. Fassa, Nan's dog. Loves it a bit. So I reckon he missed her for over a month when we hit the road. But anyway, the boys in G-Town. G'day. The Ghost Riders. A couple of mates in Melbourne working on the tunnel, fellas. The boys at Pivot. Cookie, Troy, a few of the boys that work over there, Jace. G'day, fellas. Thanks for the phone call, Craig, just to remind me that we're not saying hello to enough people on the road, and you're right, because a lot of it's done on phone calls, not on YouTube. But it is what it is. But thanks for the reminder, and g'day to all the fellas at Pivot. I bet you're sitting there having a laugh right now, but that's all good. The boys at Rokewood, g'day. I hope you're, enjoying the bush and the serenity out there and not drinking too much beer. But, anyone in Victoria that we know, the boys at Kelly's, the boys down the wharf. I know there's a lot of people watching this every few days or whatever, catching up and just seeing what we're doing and where we're at and all that. And a lot of feedback coming back in, and it's great that we get the feedback and we're enjoying ourselves and you guys are enjoying watching it and all that sort of stuff. So we are having fun. We haven't found a nugget that will buy us immunity just yet. A nugget about the size of my fist will be enough. We have found gold, but not that much. But I'm going to go back and finish adjusting my handbrake in a minute, so you'll see the rest of that. Then some drone footage of where we are. I can hear some guys riding dirt bikes in the distance. They're about to come through. You might be able to hear it. There they are, up the top of the hill. See them? One of the lads up here on his dirt bike, he'd be having a ball out here. There's endless amount of tracks and trails and places to go. It's just a really gorgeous part of the world, the outskirts of Perth. We found Perth very nice and pretty and well laid out. It's very busy. A lot of roadways and bridges and crossovers, and the infrastructure there is certainly very well done. But yeah, that's Perth. It's not our cup of tea. We like the bush scene and being out in the country, fresh air, camping, detecting, just hikes and beaches and you name it. We love a bit of everything, but being out of the city, which we've been into our whole lives, we're enjoying what we're doing. So a big g'day to everyone in Geelong and district, out in the country, Melbourne, like I said, all my cousins, Edenhope, Balranald. I know yous are all watching. I don't know what else to say, but we're having a good time. If you want to ring me, I can either answer it or I can't. It is what it is. And,
Or maybe they could drop a comment.
Yeah, drop us a comment. That always works. It gives us something to do at night when I'm not making a movie. We're on the internet searching what we're doing the next day. So that works as well. But a big hello and a big I love you to Mum back in Buffalo. We miss you heaps, love, and we hope that you're going all right. We know that your friends have moved out and got their own house, but that's the way it's meant to be, and we just hope you're going well. We think about you every day, and yeah, to each and every one of you, thanks for liking and subscribing. It does make a difference this end on a level that I'm not going to talk about now, but it definitely helps us. The more likes and more subscribers and all that, the closer we are to maybe a little bit of sponsorship, who knows. But you've got to start somewhere, and we've certainly started it, and we're having a go. So love yous all. Good luck to you. Hope everything's good back home, and enjoy. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Where's the gold, Kurtie? Where's the gold, mister?
The last nugget we found, he was sitting on it for a few minutes and would not move. I had to move him and Margaret dug it up, but that was the last nugget. What's that?
He's going to find me another one.
Another nugget. Woohoo! Righto, so here we are back out in the bush. I'm just going to show you today, when your handbrake comes all the way up, it's very important that you don't adjust the cable first. You must adjust your handbrake in behind the wheels first. And then if the handbrake's not good enough, you can adjust the cable. But I'll show you how it's done on these 100 series Land Cruisers, and a lot of four-wheel drives are very much the same. The in behind here is a drum. That there's just your foot brake, the caliper. So you've got to take the caliper off, take the disc off, and I'll show you how to adjust your brakes. Righto, so you just got the 2 bolts on the back of your caliper. Undo both of them. Get your caliper out of the way. See how easy this disc is to get off. Normally they're not too bad. So you get your disc off, and you can see in there the brake shoes. It's a leading and trailing arm shoe. So this here's got nothing to do with when you put your foot on the brake. This is just your handbrake system only on, like I said, on most four-wheel drives. So what you got to do is there's a little wheel down the bottom. You can see that little wheel down there. You got to turn that the right way and it'll spread the shoes, the brake shoes. And that's what your adjustment is for your handbrake on these four-wheel drives. And then it'll rub in here on this nice shiny system inside the disc, and away we go. So while we're at it, this is the selfie stick that I use while filming, which is also a tripod. So it also operates off this little bugger here, which is Bluetooth to the phone. So that can be in my hand or in my pocket or whatever, and it controls what goes on with the camera. I can be 20 or 30 feet away. But that's it. Tripod, selfie stick. It's a real good one. I'll show you how it folds up. If I can get that sitting there. Hopefully that's working. It's sitting on the brake shoes. Roll that up, push that all the way in. It's a telescopic thing. And you just fold that up. And you can whack that in your pocket anywhere, and that little button just sits in there like that, just locks in, and obviously disconnect it off Bluetooth when you're finished or it'll go flat. But that's it. That's how that selfie stick works. It's a great little investment for about 40 bucks. So if you find that your disc has a nasty little lip on the outside, which most of them do, you adjust your shoes and you can't get your disc back on, what you got to do is this, is you leave your brakes the way they were. You get your disc back on, and that little wheel that I showed you up underneath, you get it through here with a screwdriver. So you get it around where it goes, you got to feel in there with the screwdriver, adjust it up. And you still want to be able to move this. You only want to just hear the brake shoes dragging on the inside of the disc. So you adjust it up so it's all nice. You can feel your handbrake, because I've already done the other side, so that's covered. By the time I've nipped this up, I'll be able to feel the handbrake when it's happy days. And you don't want it too tight, but you certainly don't want it loose. You just want to be able to pull it up. Anywhere from 4 to 6 clicks is fine. That's roadworthy spec as well. Caliper back on, brakes adjusted, happy days. Towing a caravan, a handbrake's it's a necessity as far as I'm concerned. But that's it. Caliper back on, 2 bolts in the caliper. Make sure the brake pedal's got its hardness about it. Wheel back on, and I'll check these wheel nuts tomorrow because the wheels have been off for safety, and away we go. Got a handbrake.